Όχι, τι λέμε τώρα. Τι λέμε τώρα. Good morning everyone. Καλημέρα. Για να δούμε τι θα κάνουμε σήμερα.
We are online.
We are. Good morning. Καλημέρα.
Good morning, καλημέρα.
Λοιπόν. Για να δούμε πώς θα πάει σήμερα αυτό. Λοιπόν.
Έχουμε 10 λεπτάκια. Εντάξει, πάμε. 107 έπεσε πάλι,
Είναι 107-900, 108 στην ουσία. Good morning. Ha, no music. Yeah.
Βάλε music. Εδώ δεν έχουν... Βάλε
Okay.
music.
I want music. If it comes down, if it's coming crashing down, then we know that YouTube did not allow the music. But I'm going to put a little music. Just a little bit of music.
Put some.
Put some music. Okay, let's put some music on. Let's bring the vibes up.
Life needs music.
Yep, that's true. That's very true. Okay. Let me know if it's okay. If it's
fine.
Not too loud or it's fine, I think. Right, cool.
It's fine. It's very nice.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Very nice to inspire and look at the charts.
Always.
Εντάξει, εσένας λέει 108.010. Γιατί με να μου λέει 108.190. Trading view είμαι κι εγώ, trading view είσαι κι εσύ.
Είσαι στο index.
Κάτσε να δω. Όχι, εντάξει, όχι. Είμαστε στο USDT. Όχι, τώρα είμαι στο index. Κομπλέ.
Right, okay. Go for the index.
Κομπλέ.
Good morning, everyone. Right, okay.
Το έχεις φτιάξει range εκεί, 97, 106. Bon, για να δούμε πώς θα το πάνε τώρα οι Ασιάτες και λοιπά. Και μας έχει ξεκινάει και το Λονδίνο.
Ναι, London's going to start soon, yeah. No, London has started.
Yeah, it's 10. It's almost 11. That's perfect. So are we doing English or Greek? Or both?
We can do both. Greek and English. Let me see here the chat. Let me see what the people are saying here. Γεια σου Στέλιο. Good morning, καλημέρα. Hey, Freedom, what's up? I'm good. How are you doing? How are you? Right, okay. This is our first attempt now. I'm trying to, bring a Zoom direct to YouTube. So we can do this kind of stuff. Right? So it's the first attempt going direct from Zoom to YouTube and see how that goes. And then we can talk about, the markets a little bit and see how it's going. Awesome. My Greek is non-existent. We're going to teach you here.
You will learn.
You will learn. Let's go, Greek.
Let's go, Greek.
Right,
And
cool. We will go there. We will go there. Right, cool.
So what do we have here?
What do we have here? We had weekend pump. We have Sunday night dump. Right? And then Asia bring things back into the right place. after that, they're liquidating most of the people out. Yep, this is what happens.
Things happen in crypto. Things like that. But now we're going all the way up. What do you see about that?
I'm thinking it's going to hold 107.5. It's going to hold it. And then it's going to push higher. So, to be honest, I was waiting to go down to 105. Okay? It's a huge, huge pump. Huge imbalance. Huge imbalance. And maybe, we should come like something like this. Because now we're going towards the end of the Asia anyway, aren't we? So because we're going towards the end of Asia now, so it's going to be more likely that it needs to bring back the balance. I mean, Asia will stop pushing, and then we'll see how Europe is going to react.
Actually, the imbalance is very close, so maybe we'll do some correction and go all the way up.
I mean, if we see a little bit the dominance, let's have a look on the dominance. This is what I was trying to speak earlier, to talk about the dominance. Let's have a look on dominance. Let's bring dominance up. Here it is. So let me zoom out a little bit, go to 12 hours or something like that. And even further, let's go to weekly. And this is what we had, right? A huge, huge uptrend. So what's going on here, right? What's going on here? So it's moving up to the trend line, okay? And this is the break of the trend line, the break of the uptrend, okay? So it's trying to reclaim. If I go to the smaller time frame, you're going to see, let's go to the daily. We can see that it tried, here it is. It's a bit further back. Where's my trend line? Why I don't see it on the daily? Here it is. 12 hours. D is gone. 2D. That's interesting. Okay. So here's what I think is the settings for the visibility. Yep. All right. Okay. Here we are. Everything is on. Enable. Thank you. So you're not going to play games with me. So going back to the daily. So what do we have here on the daily? You can see that it tried to go above the trend line. It failed. Okay, so it came back, and now it's trying to push one more time. Now, if it fails again, that's going to be like a double top, right? And maybe it's going to be a rejection on the same level. So if that happens, right, and then we see dominance dropping, that will give the green lights to the outs. And this is what majority of the people are waiting.
I see on a weekly the other side. it's looking like it's going up. So maybe we have a good movement from upwards. Also,
Let's have a look on the weekly. Yeah, there is some volume delta, but
you think it's going to cover the 61.20%? That range, that high?
on the monthly basis, it's a big week. Monthly basis is still heading downwards, so it started to push to the down and it hasn't finished yet. RSI is going the opposite direction. Stochastic RSI is trying to reset. So let me go to 45 days. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're pushing to the down. Okay, 15 days. Yeah, I mean, definitely it's trying to, I mean, you know, what we've seen here, even on the 15 days, I mean, you can see clearly that we had a rejection as a resistance, and now it's trying to test these and flip it to a support, okay? It broke the trend line, but that doesn't mean that it cannot recover it. You know, we may see recovery and continuation, okay? Or maybe we're going to see a rejection to a higher point and then come back down. So we need to pay attention and see, you know, for the next few days, what is going to happen. Okay, so here's the daily, and we're going to see. Now, if dominance is going up, that doesn't mean that the alts will not go up. Like, they can still go up. They can still go up.
As I see a total cash flow, there is a lot of money going on inside crypto space.
Let's have a look on the cash flow chart then. Okay,
T1, T3 is going up. Start going up. Dixie is going down.
No, okay, let's have a look on this one here. Go to a smaller time frame, 45 minutes, and see what's going on. Right, here it is. So yeah, I mean, last night it flashed it came back into the range, and it stopped on the quarter, on the 75% of the range. Okay, these lines, these numbers here, is only on the range. So it stopped exactly on the 75% of the range, and then turn around, and immediately it target a high range here, a high level on the gangster fib, 109 and 140. So it stopped there, and then it's pushing down. So it's creating a little flag here. If I go to a smaller time frame, you can see that it's creating a small flag. Okay, so this is a pole. If it's going to break this, expect something equivalent to go higher. Right, and then I need to enable my extensions on the bigger gangster fib. Oh, it's already here. So I've got my extensions here. So, you know, maybe the next one is going to be around 115. And today it's that Donald Trump is going to get into the office. So that's a good one. Good morning, I think. Kalimera, I think. Good morning, Johnny. Johnny John? Long time no see. That's true. That's very true. This is very, very true. We're going to do this more often. This is like a trial and error now. We're trying to do these, you know, touch ground. First time we're going to do live, direct from Zoom. And, you know, I'm trying to see, you know, how the live is going to work. Like to do the market update live instead of me recording and, you know, posting the videos later. Let's see how the live is going to be. So you have all the levels, the people that know me, people that know how I draw the levels, they know what are the levels are. So here are the levels. So in general, right, because today is going to be like a bullish day. Taking the fact that if we talk about the news for the United States, the news is going to be big today. Now, that doesn't mean that's going to push all the way straight away. Okay? Sometimes news have some delays. Good news have delays. Bad news, usually they don't have delays. Bad news.
The flash.
The flash is like
immediately.
Immediately, yeah. So bad news is always immediate effect. Request that live. Okay, I think. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Point taken. I think we're gonna go live. We're gonna do more lives. Okay. So the scenario, the first scenario, I know that he's fine resistance here, but if we're gonna say that we're gonna have a good day today with the US, then there's highly, the possibility to go higher. It's there are good possibilities to do so. Okay, so we're gonna trying to claim 109 and push higher. Okay, otherwise we're gonna see the rejection, and that is from the Asia close. So we see Asia closing down here, up there. So if we're gonna get a push to the down from the let's say the European, London and Frankfurt, if we see that the Europeans are going to push it down, I would like to see to maintain this level of 105 and 8. Okay, so that was rejection. Even that one is a rejection. Now it break through, so now we have to retest it as support. So even if it comes down to 105 and 8, it is not bearish. Okay, it's a very bullish sign. That was a big flash out. Okay, that was a big flash out. The whole weekend was pushing up. It was building up all this nice momentum, and Sunday night they dumped it. And even it went further down. That is like a deviation. It overexposed to the downside, but it got reclaimed very, very quickly.
It had imbalance, that's why. It wasn't a small imbalancing over there, so it had to cover up.
I mean, the imbalance, even so, I mean, the imbalance is too. I mean, it's here.
It was a small one. Yeah, it was a small one.
But yeah, I mean, you can call this imbalance. There's a tiny, but very, very tiny balance. I mean, not even barely. There's no imbalance anymore here. But on the daily, yeah, that was imbalance, and it just came and cleared it. But it went beyond the 50% of the imbalance. It went even lower than the imbalance. Right, it almost did a breakthrough the imbalance. So that was a bit scary for some people. I understand. Also, I understand that a lot of people that I found support here, they got entries, and down here is going to be stop losses, liquidation prices, and this is what happened. That was a big liquidity grab. Even if we go to the, let me open a page. Let me bring that page here. If we go to CoinGlass and have a look what happened on the past 24 hours in terms of liquidation. 1.1 billion. I mean, let me zoom in. Yeah, no liquidity. It's been liquidated. It's gone. It's done.
Yeah.
So all these people, 837 million for longs, they've been closed, liquidated. All these are longs. So the market took out 1.1 billion, and majority of them is longs. So whoever tried to go long above the range, this is where they got kicked out, unfortunately. All these people had entries here. Below that, they're probably looking, in the smaller time frames, they're looking to get some stop losses below. And people that they didn't use stop losses, they're going to have some liquidations. If someone put a stop loss here, almost missed it, But for someone to have a stop loss down here, based on the previous low candle, he's so lucky, right? But that leverage, it should be like small leverage, because what are the distances? From there to down here, it's like 3%, okay? So 3%... it's going to give you very, it's not bad. 3%, 5%, it can be maximum, let's say my maximum risk, total risk, 5%, and that means almost I go 1x. If it's 3%, I may go 2x. And, 2x will be equal almost above 5%, 6%, and that will be a risk to take and say, do I risk 6% of my capital? If someone put a stop loss under the previous low, they just barely missed it. Okay, and this is index. On the exchange, different exchanges that have different manipulation, they maybe got wicked out, right? So anyway, I'm still bullish. I see, you know, they're trying to push it. If we go to 22 minutes, here we are.
Yeah,
It's
even
trying to
further.
push. Yep. So
It's going more up.
it's going higher. Let's bring the cash flow chart and have a look what's going on money wise. Let me make sure that I see the chart. Led
See the
bias.
index?
That's correct. That was led bias. Led bias. So let me go to 90 minutes. Let's have a look at it. And we can see that the range that are marked on this chart here, you had again a touch outside of the range. That's a different chart. It's a cash flow, so I had a different range, and that was psychological 100. Okay, so it came down, touched the 100, and pushed to the upside. Okay, so this is what happened with Bitcoin. T1, you see that it's pushing, really pushing. They dumped it. You can see that I have a trend line. That trend line acted as resistance, and now it broke that trend line on the T1,
Make it
retested
support.
it. Okay, that's it. That's correct. It flipped it to support and it's pushing higher. So you can see that more money inflow comes in on the T1. Now, as for T3, it's not breaking structure. We haven't broken yet the all-time high from the previous cycle. Okay, so that gives you an idea that we're still not in the alt season. Okay, alt season for the new cycle, it should be higher above the previous high of the previous cycle. Okay, now dominance is pushing up. It doesn't mean anything. It's just telling you that the Bitcoin is dominant, so it's moving greater than the rest of the crypto space. Okay, you can have, you know, a dominant Bitcoin dominance going up, and you can have alt following. It's fine, but that doesn't mean it's not, you know, it's not alt season. They're not dominant, but they do follow Bitcoin. Okay, now the dominance of Tether is dropping drastically. Okay, so someone took profits. You can see that Tether pumped, right? So they, let's say they took the profits and then they released again these profits back into the market. Okay, and because they made a lot of money, they're pushing into it. Dixie is pushing onwards, and that in general correlates the other way around. Okay, it correlates the other way around. When Dixie is going up, Bitcoin is supposed to go down. So this time now, Dixie is trying to push. Not very big movement there, but it's pushing. Minor, but it's pushing. So that should correlate.
Upwards.
It's pushing upwards because, you know, the dollar's getting stronger because of the news. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes.
When the news will be released?
Oh, you mean when he's going to take over the office?
What time?
That should. Okay, let's have a look. That's a good question. Let's have a look. What time?
Because people.
Let me see.
People
if
need to
have...
prepare.
It's going to be all over the news. Let's have a look. Do they have anything today? No.
Nothing.
Nothing. That's interesting. They're talking about the meme coins. We have more serious stuff going on here than meme coins. What's going to happen with your president? Okay. Let's put the major key. Let's have a look at the major key. Okay, 30 minutes. Okay, that's the one. Right.
Musk and Bezos and Candlelight.
Yep, you see that? We're gonna have a dinner, candlelight dinner.
Mix at Candlelight.
Yep.
It's a hidden message over here.
No, I mean we know both of them. We know both of them that they are supporting Trump.
Yeah.
We know both of them. So I think, you know, it's gonna happen later tonight. If it's gonna be a dinner, So yeah, it's a big thing. All right. Okay. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a good day today for the markets. So I don't see what, I don't see why not, not to be a good day. Right. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. What is going on?
I see the alts. It's not moving that much.
It's not moving that much, no?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to see your chat. What are you saying, guys? Let's have a look.
Do you have any questions?
If you have any questions, if you wish to see some tokens, you're more than welcome to say so. You're more than welcome.
H bar is going on the new levels. Actually,
Okay,
no.
let's have a look. Let's have a look on the other tokens as well. Let's have a look what's going on. We spoke about Bitcoin. We've seen the chart, the cash flow. We've seen the dominance. Let's have a look on ETH. What ETH is doing today? Gold has been
God is is big.
Bang, gold is gone.
Actually, the God is killing people, not the.
I don't know what's going on with gold. Ray, okay, we're gonna have a look at some Ray in AXPT. Okay, let me drag these things here on Ethereum. Let's have a look what's going on.
You see it on daily or what time frame?
This is a 6 hour.
6 hour.
And let's have a look here. What's going on?
Because I see on daily that has two imbalances below.
Let's have a look.
And
well,
it's trying
that imbalance has been mitigated. Oh, these imbalances are a bit too far away.
No.
It's still in a downtrend though. It's still in a downtrend.
I think it's going for. Yeah.
I mean, this is the picture here. I mean, in general, in average, this is still in a downtrend. It hasn't broken that downtrend. It needs to break it. But because Bitcoin is more stronger, we need to see Ethereum really claiming these levels and stay above and keep on moving.
I think we see Ethereum after the Bitcoin completes all the moves that has.
Well, yeah. In terms of turns, yeah, Bitcoin moves first and then Ethereum is going to follow. But this cycle, this cycle had made people really skeptical about Ethereum. Ethereum should be moving, and it's not moving that much, But never mind. I mean, let's stop being greedy here. But ETH has started from almost under 1,000 on the previous cycle, right? On the bear market, it almost touched 800, 900 something. So let's say it was sub 1,000 and it reached the top here, the double top that we have, 4,000, almost 4,100, right? So what's the highest here? The highest is 4,104. So it had a good move. But I don't think this is not over yet. It is not over yet. I think we still have more. Right. So let's have a look about gold. Let's have a look on gold. I want to cross the gold. Let's bring the gold up here. Goatee, what are you gonna do? Here we are. So gold, we had a huge big downtrend. We had good news about breaking. That was very nice and bullish. It hit our gangster fib, right? And since then it's going down. Still going down.
Still going down.
Still going down. Still in a downtrend. It hit the 50% of this range, which is kind of okay. It's good, but we need to see again gold reclaim level by level and break the previous highs. So you can say that we're breaking structure and we can see reversal. But gold still on a downtrend. I mean, where is the bottom of it? When and where? I don't know. We use extensions to go even lower, and I have this chart from the
You have to
beginning
figure.
of its time.
You have to figure out new extensions below
I mean, well,
for
be my
minus.
guest. No, I mean, we have. Well, don't worry, it's covered. Here it is. There you are.
You already have.
Oh, of course we have. Look at that, minus 229. You have anything.
Send them to Billy.
Billy, he's gonna die. Where's Billy? Where's Billy today?
Nah,
Billy, Are Vasily, where are you, Vasilis? No, he's not gonna be in the abyss. In the abyss.
No. I
Right,
think
okay.
God is done. I think.
For the time being, no, I mean, listen, it's going to take people by surprise. When everyone's going to give up and quit, then that is when God is going to turn around and say,
Only one have faith on God. That's Billy, and
Billy.
he's gonna be a multi-millionaire.
Let's have a look. Okay, we spoke about GOAT. Let's go have AI XBT. So, let me open a new layout. And XBT.
So,
can I have that on USD? Yes, I can. Can I have it on crypto? Yep. Right. This is TradingView chart, not from an exchange. Look at that huge, massive wick here. Look at that. It's a massive, massive wick. Okay. All right. Okay, let's have a look on this one. Let's name these Zoom. Let's rename these YouTube.
I must excuse because I have to leave.
All right. So you have to go to the photo shooting. Good stuff.
Huh?
So you're going to work?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I have a commercial to make.
Okay, cool.
So we talk later.
We'll talk later. Sure. Yeah. Of course.
Perfect.
You're gonna leave me here alone. I'm gonna remember this on your first day.
No, don't do that to me. don't do that to me. I feel awful.
No, you're gonna be fine. Go do it. No, we had a delay, guys. We supposed to go live on 10 o'clock this morning, my local time. But what happened is TikTok probably they did not like the music, so they dropped our stream. So we have to find an alternative. So we had to set up a Zoom and then Zoom to connect it to YouTube and do all these trials. So we lost a good 45 minutes here with John Break. So yeah.
But if now you know.
Yeah, now we know. And we're going to do it straight like this. And so far, so good. I mean, YouTube is doing fine. So we have no problem. I don't have any warnings. Let me see. Do I have any warnings? No warnings. I'm good. No, I'm good. So we're going to keep it that way. We're going to do it that way. It's more convenient.
much better, more convenient, and it works.
It works, and we have music as well.
Yeah.
I can't do it without music, you know. And if TikTok, dropped it down because of the music, well, tough for them. They're going to leave us. They're going to lose us.
They lose, not us.
It's their loss.
Perfect.
All right.
So
okay. Cool.
We talk later. Okay.
Okay. We'll talk later. Have a good day.
Have a good day too. Bye bye.
Right. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's get cracking. Okay. So what can we do here? How can we break this down? Let's go to the daily and see how we can break this down. This is a kind new token, right? It has not a lot of history. So the safest way to do it, we can do two approaches. First approach is go to, let's say, monthly and say, hey, I'm going to break down this monthly week. That's it. This is the highest. This is the lowest. I'm going to use the normal template. Yeah, let's do 8. And expand that a little bit to the right as well. Here we are. And go down to 12 hours. And this is what you have. And if you like these levels, if you're happy about that, that's good. So for the time being, we're going to use this one, okay? There's huge imbalance on the top. So we know that in the near future, it's going to go after it. So let me do my lines a bit thicker to help you guys see the lines a bit better. I'm using a 4K stream here, but I don't know if it's the stream. Is it streaming 4K? No, it's streaming 720. Oh, I'll pick a button. So yeah, indeed, you need to have thicker lines. Okay, so I'm gonna have thicker lines for you guys here to make sure that you see them. All right, okay. And I'll see what I can do with zoom to increase a little bit the quality here. I usually go with 4K, guys, but we'll fix that. Rune BTC and USDT, Rune USDT. Okay, we're gonna have like, okay, you want to see the majors, minors, and plus the USDT. Okay, no problem. We're gonna see that. So let's go to the daily and find imbalances. So you have an imbalance down here. Okay, so this is why you know this is what is after. It's after the coding down here. Also down here, what do you have? Okay, I need you to remember this. Down here you have liquidity pool. So let me mark this as a liquidity pool. Here it is. Here's your liquidity pool. Okay, and obviously you had liquidity pool here. Okay, you had liquidity, it pushed up, it cleared the liquidity, and now it's coming down. Okay, it created now a new liquidity up here. Okay, so how do you identify liquidity? Any major swing high, swing low, you should always remember that above these levels and below these levels is liquidity. Okay, why? Because you have a change of course. So it means primary you have entries, then you have stop losses, and for the brave ones that they did not use stop losses, you have liquidations. Okay, so all these together, they form liquidity, and you're always going to find on the opposite side of the swings. So you have a swing high, above the swing high, you have liquidity. Do you have a swing low? Well, below swing low, you have liquidity. Okay, and if you have imbalance in between, like this one here, remember that it's going to go after it. Okay, this is the most simple and more serious things that you need to remember. Okay, you do need to remember, you need to know this. Okay, so here we are. So it's going to go after this. So in general, what do we want to see? We want to see that resistance to be flipped as a support. So if you had entry be, early entry, you're good to go. Make sure that you can add more, and make sure that you're waiting to come down here at least. Okay, let it come down, make sure that it's touching, make sure that it's giving you the okay that it turned into support, and then you can add more if you want. Okay, or if you haven't entered and you're looking for it, then wait to get good support down here. Also, do not ignore all this imbalance. You have remaining imbalance here. So that huge wick over there, it's imbalance. Okay, so you have lots of potential to go higher to clear all this imbalance. Okay, so you have a big liquidity sitting up here at 1.5. So after clearing this liquidity, then in time it will go up to 150, thankfully. Okay, so that is AI XPT. So what was the second one? Ray. Let's have a look on Ray. Ray USD. Let's have a look. Okay, let's go to a high time frame. Let's have a look. Can I break down the previous cycle, which is a big impulse, right? So 21, 22, well, everything's on 21, so that's the top. So let me go even a higher time frame. Let's go 3 months to have more solid candles. That's the only reason. This is the highest. 1.3, 1.5, 1.6. So that's the lowest. So I grab the highest with the lowest. I'm going to expand that to the right a little bit. Here we are. Right, a little bit to the left. Done. And now you can go down to any time frame you wish. Make sure to lock it. Don't forget to lock the Fibonacci, the gangster fib. and observe a little bit what it's doing. Okay, look at that. It's going like on schedule, right? Trying to claim this level, no, rejection. That must be around 50%, okay, give and take, and it's holding above the 50%, and it broke above. Now you found another rejection, resistance, another rejection here as a support. It broke it, and now we have new support. So you have a good, nice move. Goes up, comes down, a nice trend, and now we want to keep this as a support. So 6-4, we would like to see holding it as a support, which it looks like it does. Okay, small deviation. This is what happened yesterday anyway. That deviation was a purely liquidity grab. So what do you have now? You have the ray reclaiming this level, right? It's trying to show strength and say, hey, I'm here. I didn't meant to go all the way down here. I was pushed by Bitcoin. Everyone panicked. So I think it's trying to give you a sign that it wants to hold here as a support. And if it does that, it's doing a small accumulation. And then after that, it's going to break and target the red zone. And also, you know, remember the red zone is a significant line. It's going to be a big deal to go above this line. Okay, so it's going to find some resistance, and then it needs to find support. Okay, when that's going to happen, you know, it's a good solid level. That is for Ray. Now, I mean, if we look to the left, let's see, you know, you have huge imbalances all over the place. So whereabouts are we? We're here. So this is a daily now. You have imbalance here, you have imbalance here, you have imbalance here. I mean, even if we go to the weekly, you can still see imbalances all over the place, big time. Okay, weekly imbalances. So let's have a look. Almost overlap on the weekly. Okay, what about the monthly? You have a big, this is a monthly now imbalance, so it's tapping now. That's why it got pushed all the way down. So it's going to have small trouble going higher because it's a huge imbalance, and that is a downtrend, right? That order broke, it pushed the price to the down. So you touching that again in balance, and that imbalance is going to push the price further down. So you need to make sure that you're holding 6-4, okay, for the next few days. That's what we want, to stay above 6-4, and you know, it's fighting for it. It's sitting at 6-9, almost 7, and it's trying to stay above, which is good. That's good. Right, and all the meme coins that are popping left, right, center, Ray, I think it's going to do fine, because all these meme coins, they're going on DEX first, don't they? So Ray, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. What was the next one? What was after Ray? Rune. Am I correct? Yep, Rune. So let's go to Rune. Let's have a look at Rune. Let's have a look on Rune. Let's have a look what's going on here. Come on. So far, are we good? We're going to do Solana as well. So far, so good. Are you following? Is that easy? Is it nice? Do you like it? Right, okay, let's have a look. This is a weekly, a monthly. Let's go to 3 months. Let's find a nice big break. I mean, I can take, on this term now, I can take this impulse, right? Because that is a major correction, right? So if you have a major correction and decent correction, then you don't need to look to the left. That doesn't mean it's going to be wrong. It's not wrong. You can do whatever you like, whatever makes sense, okay? But I see you have a good correction, so why not use this? Okay, so that's the lowest point, this is the highest point, and let's try this one. Okay, in the end of the day, there is no wrong or right method. You need to apply this method in a way that makes sense, and for you to see the lines, for you to see the levels, and then you take your decision based on the levels. That's it. There is no, you know, you're trying to break down the frequency. Okay, so what are you trying to do? So the token I'm going to do with sharp lines is okay. So the token is going up like this, right? So it has like a frequency when to go up and when to go down. So that chart is being driven by an algo, right? It has an algo, when to go up and when to go down, including some variables that are, always a daily variable or weekly variable that things can change. But in overall, you have a frequency when it goes up and goes down. So imagine the waves. It's not going to be in a straight line, but imagine the sound waves. They're going up, they're going down, they're going up, they're going down, they're going up, they're going down, right? They're going down. So you have waves. So what are we doing? We're using the gangster fib, right? For this instance here, we're using the gangster fib to break down the frequency, okay? This is what we're doing. We're trying to crack down the code, the algo. We cannot crack the code with coding, with programming, but we can crack the code with the frequency. So that's why I came up with the, original was the Gantt box, and then I moved to Fibonacci because it has more fields for me to have more levels. So this is what we're doing. We're cracking down the frequency, right? And we follow the frequency change. And then, what frequency change, what it shows, this is what we do. We take action based on that one. So this is what we're doing here. We're trying to crack down the frequency, okay? Now here, it's not round numbers, it's not round designs, if I may call it, but it's like a wave, okay? It's going like a wave, and you're trying to break this down, okay? So once you identify the frequency, right, if you're going to be a little bit off, it doesn't matter, right? The reason behind that is for you to have a guide, a help in your eyes and your brain that say, hey, look at that, that's a resistance, that was a fake out deviation, it came back, it fell to break through this one. So once, twice, three times, and then the fourth time finally breaks it. Support, some deviation, lots of wicks below. That was the moment. Second time trying to push, it's going higher. It failed to break the previous high. It did not go higher, and then it came down, breaking structure. Okay, so now from this point onwards, 612, because of this red line, you can see that the pattern, the uptrend is failing. Okay, you can do it with trend lines. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's whatever works for you. Okay, but I prefer horizontals. It's up to you. Okay, so here's Rune, and also you wanted to let me duplicate that. You wanted to compare Rune against Bitcoin. So let me have a look and see if I can find Rune against Bitcoin, which is major minor. So let's have a look on Binance. Okay, there are a few. Let me use Binance. Okay, so what do you have here? You have Rune telling you that it's not dominating against Bitcoin because the first out of the two, the pairs, the first one is Rune. So this is the primary chart of Rune. So what do you have on Rune, right? You have Rune on a downtrend, okay? So it's not dominating yet, okay? So Rune is telling you that it's not overperforming Bitcoin. So far Bitcoin is kicking ass. So you can do the same thing. You can break things down. Be my guest. Again, what do you have here? You have, this is bottom, which is the summer 23, okay? And it's pushing to the up. That was after Bitcoin, the start of the bull market. That was December 22 towards 23, and 6 months later we have the alt movement. So here we are. So you have a big major push to the up and then it's coming down. No problem. Break this down. Okay, go to the lowest point, go to the highest point. Here it is. Expand it to the left and right. Keep things nice and simple and as quick as possible, right? You need to do your TA as quick as possible. Here it is. Make sure that we lock that, it doesn't move. Go down to your time frame, and this is where you see that Rune again found support at 0.0003020. That number is because you compare it to Bitcoin. Okay, so still in the downtrend. The question is, will Rune find support here? Well, another little trick that you can do here is say, okay, I've got my horizontals. Let's go to the monthly. Okay, don't be scared to use the high time frames and bring up the agents. Bring your inside information. And what do you see here? Remember when we compare major minors, we use the stochastic RSI to see where is the bottom and where is the top. I mean, look at that. Okay, and this is the monthly now. Okay, no gimmick. So here's the bottom, and it's telling you this is a good time for you to start invest on Rune. Okay, compared to Bitcoin. So you better shift from Bitcoin to Rune. It goes all the way up. It hits the maximum to the extreme high. Okay, you can see on the smaller time frame that you're losing the levels, and also you have a cross down. So you shift from Rune to Bitcoin, and you drop it down. Now you have stochastic RSI again, almost on the oversold territory. You have the fast line on 0 and the slow line on 5. What do you need to do now? Are you going to jump in now? Not. You're going to be, you're not going to do that. You're going to be ready. You're going to be preparing yourself, but you need to wait and see a cross up. Okay, you need to see a cross up. This is on the weekly. This is on the monthly. What can we do in 15 days? 15 days is going flat on 0, and the slow one is approaching on 3. So you can break down the monthly into half, which is 15 days. Okay, break down the 30 days into 15 days. And what you want to see, you want to see early signs that you're going to have a cross up, and also the RSI is going to turn around. And with the help of the ASO as well to turn down, that would be good. And also to have some nice positive delta, right? Every time that you have a positive delta, the price is going up. Okay, it's telling you that the buyers are more stronger than the sellers. That's why I'm using delta volume. Okay, all volume delta. Now we have some positive delta here, so that's a good sign. Okay, is it going to stop here? Maybe. So be prepared if you want to invest a little bit and play with Rune. Maybe this is the time. Remember that we said on the dominance as well, is that the time now that the alts are going to move. They're going to be more dominant than Bitcoin. So far Bitcoin is dominant, and you can see that as well. You can see that Rune's the downtrend against the Bitcoin, so Bitcoin is stronger right now. Have we found a common support? Yes, here's your big support, here's another support. So the question is, are we going to hold this for the third time? All right, it's a valid question. So look on the weekly. It's going to be a bit early, but why not? Have a look on the weekly. It's not going to give you a different story. Here it is. The weekly is telling you that both of the lines, so you have an alignment weekly, 15 days, and a monthly. They're telling you that stochastic RSI is flat down. Okay, so expect any time around this time you may see some consolidation, which is a good news. When you see consolidation, it means it is, let's say, stepping on the brakes. Okay, see some consolidation, see some range, and then when you see the breakout of the range, even on the weekly, it's going to be good for you. Okay, so good news for Rune, bullish news coming around the corner for Rune. Okay, so let's see if Rune price wise, what do you have? You have a swing low here. Okay, and a swing high. What do you have here? Liquidity. Okay, so there is a possibility that's going to go. I mean, that liquidity is done, it's cleared. Okay, it's been grabbed. There is a possibility that's going to come a bit lower and then come back up. Okay, to grab this liquidity, to clear this area here of $2, and then you're going to see in the next following weeks that is trying to recover. Okay, maybe. Okay, this is not definitely, but there is a possibility. Okay, it's going to do something like this and then come back again. So if you see that it's going to claim again quickly the 345, I think you're going to be good to go. Okay, right, let's go have a look on Popcat. Let me have a look at Popcat. I think I have Popcat here. PP, Ponk, and Popcat. Let's have a look on Popcat, please. Let's have a look. Hello, Popcat. Paracalo, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Let's have a look on. And Solana. I forgot Solana. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Let me go to Solana first. I think Solana was it first? Yeah, Solana was first. Let me go to Solana. Right. First come, first served. Right, let's have a look on Solana. What is going on with this Solana thing? Right, let's have a look on the higher time frame. Let's go to the big boys here. Let's go have a look on the weekly. Let's have a look on the weekly. Don't be scared on the high time frames. High time frames are very friendly. I promise you. They're giving you They throw away your FOMO. And let me make these numbers a bit smaller, please. Thank you very much. Here we are. Let's have a look. It broke all-time high, didn't it? So that's a very, very good news. And a lot of people said that it's going to go over 250 in 2025. It went 250 before that. So now it broke it again. It reached all the way up to 295.60. It's no joke. No joke. Right? Okay. And that is on Bybit. I'm going to have a look later on USD. But that is on Bybit. Not bad, not bad. So, okay. So you see what it's doing. It's an uptrend. Okay. Obviously. It is an uptrend. It's a major, major uptrend. No one can deny this. Look at that. Boom. Okay. Came down exactly on the support and it pushed all the way up. Okay. Now, obviously, when you have this kind of extreme expansions of the price movement, it's going to create loads of what? Give me to the chat. What do you see after these major moves to the up? What do you expect? Come on, let me see on the chat. What do you expect after these big moves? What does it create? What does it create? Come on, guys. Let's have a fun. Imbalances. That's correct. So it creates imbalance. Okay. There we are. So you have imbalance here. Okay. I can even go to the daily if you wish. I can go to the daily. Here it is. Wick number one. Candle number 1, 2, and 3. If you have number 2 too great as a distance and create a gap between number 1 and 3, that is imbalance. Okay. And you have another imbalance here with this candle, and this is what it's trying to do today. Trying to clear this imbalance, which it did. It came down here 50% and then it straight pushed to the up. Okay. So that imbalance has been mitigated. Bye bye. Kiss it good night. Okay. So you have an imbalance down here. Will it come down to 196 for 300? Don't think so. I do not think so. Not today. Why? Because it's too bullish. Okay. It's too bullish. The news is going to look good, bullish news. So I don't think it's going to dump that hard to go all the way down here. There's no reason to do so. Okay. It's not a meme coin, so to say. It's a major layer 1. Okay. So obviously, yeah, I mean, a lot of people, when they saw Solana that break the all-time high, the previous all-time high. Okay. So obviously, a lot of people took profits. Okay. And I had loads of messages yesterday asking me, are you selling your Solana? Are you selling Solana? And I was like, nope, I'm not. Nope, I'm not. It's going to come up again. Okay. If we broke the 250 and the 260 and went almost 300, it will go again. Okay. We still haven't seen the alt season yet. We haven't. So Solana still has room to go. I don't think yet the price is overvalued like the previous cycle. Okay. I think it's not overvalued. I'm not going to say it's undervalued either, but I'm not saying I can't believe that it's going to be overvalued yet. I think it's going to go higher. So Solana, yeah, I mean, you have these, let's say, cash out of profits. They're taking profits, comes down, it creates a low high, comes down, low. Now, currently, where we are now is like a low high. So a lot of people are panicking now. They say, okay, what's going on? Okay. It came into this imbalance because you have a balance in both ways. On the way up, but also on the way down. So we have an imbalance. It came here, tapped the imbalance. That imbalance is going to give influence to the downside because that imbalance was created because the price was going down. So it's going to influence that price a little bit, go down, find support, and then push to the upside. Okay, so and have a look where it found support. It found support after it broke the orange lines, right? And now we are on blue lines. So it found the support here. So let's see, how well Solana will treat these levels. Let's have a look. Okay, So I feel, look at that. I mean, since early hours this morning, it broke structure. Okay, here it is. It broke structure, goes higher, comes down, returns, broke the previous highs as well, and just keep on pushing to the upside. Okay, it's an uptrend. So, after what happened last night through all the market, so that's not Solana fault. Okay, I mean, Solana will get affected because most of the memes are on Solana. So if everyone start dumping, taking profits from the meme coins, then obviously Solana will get affected. But we can see that it got pushed up again. It's good. It's good. No fear. Okay? Do not fear. Still an uptrend. I believe eventually later, okay, it's gonna break above the red line, which is gonna be a significant line. I mean, look at that. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Finally broke it. Small support. Failed to continue though. It did not break the previous highs. It came down. It acted as resistance. Obviously, it's gonna get affected because of that huge sell-off. There's a lot of liquidity here. Okay. Look at these candles. Very nice, tiny candles. Here you have massive candles. So it's telling you you have excessive pressure that people shorted the sell. They took out the profit, so it's pushed down. So obviously, when you come back to these areas, you're gonna get pushed a little bit down. We need to find support, okay, and then continue. We may find some new resistance and then come back and change that, flip the red line to support. This is why you need to look for Solana. You need to see that it's going to turn support. Which line? Let me give you the numbers. Let me bring this a bit closer. Oh, it's too far away. Come on, give me the red line, please. What's the red line? What's the number? 27. I can see it here. 275. 275.75. You want to see breaking above 275.75. Okay. So this is what you want to see. 12 hours. Let's have a look on the indicators. I'm not relying on the indicators always, but I see what's going on. You can see that it's been overexposed to the overbought from this point onwards, right? From 212 was overexposed to the overbought. It was pushing. Obviously, it's going to come back. It's going to bring balance. We're going to see some correction. Maybe we're going to see, RSI is trying to push up higher anyway. So let's see how far the stochastic RSI will reset. Maybe it's going to reset on the 50, and then we're going to see a turnaround. Okay, but I don't see any danger on Solana. You have big candles to the downside that may scare a lot of people, but you need to understand one thing. If you have something that is pushing really fast, right, it's going to come down fast. So you get big candles on the way up, you're going to get big candles on the way down. Okay, don't worry, don't panic, it is not over yet. This is how I see it. Okay. Right, okay, after that, PopCut. Of course we're going to do PopCut. No, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if I'm going to do daily, but every second day I may do these lives straight away, instead of me doing the recordings and for you to see it hours later. Anyway, this live I think is going to be saved anyway on the YouTube. So after the live is going to finish, it's going to be posted up there. Right. Okay. Cool. So let's have a look at next one. Next one was PopCut. Let's have a look on PopCut. There it is, PopCut. Let's have a look on AVAX. Okay. Leave on. Yeah, Mr. PopCut. Let's go to PopCut. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right. Okay. Here's PopCut. If you like the content, put your thumbs up. That way I know that you like it. Right. Let's have a look. Let me make sure that my music, it is not going to break any violations. No, I think it's okay. Okay, cool. Right. still 1 billion have been wrecked. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Right, PopCat. Let's go back to PopCat. I'm checking the messages here as well. So, PopCat's still in the downtrend. It's one of those meme coins that, you know, they forgot about it. You know, a lot of people get bored easily, and then, you know, they move to another meme coin because, you know, the masses are shifting to new meme coins. So people are looking for tokens that are moving. So obviously it lost a little bit of its audience here. But PopCat is, you know, it's a good meme coin. Now all of a sudden we have meme coins over celebrities. So yep, still in the downtrend, still dropping. Okay, it's the same thing with gold. It's the same thing with gold. So, you know, somehow now we left the animal type of meme coins and we go now to celebrities. We've got Elon, we've got Trump, we've got Melania, you name it. You've got even me. Funny enough. Nice to see you live again. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're welcome. So yeah, I mean, here's the PopCat. So PopCat is dropping. Let's have a look on the higher time frame. Let's see what the indicators are telling me. Indicators are telling me that stochastic RSI is flat, oversold, which means they overdone with selling this token. Let's go to the monthly. Monthly, we don't have enough data. Yeah, okay. Let's go to 15 days. A little bit, we get some data here. Yeah. Well, if I was you, I'll wait for PopCat. I'll wait. Still in a downtrend, you know, losing levels. I need to see. What do I need to see? You know, when a token is dropping, right? Then you need to see that's going to pause in some place. Then create some consolidation. And then you're trying to come up again and come back and trying to retest the range. And then after that, it's going to attract your attention. Okay? So far it's dropping. You just need to let it drop and see where it's going to stop. Right? If it's going to come up again, I hope so. You know, it already reached like $2 and then it came down now to 46 cents. Anyway, he had a very good move, right? PopCat, you know, look at that. He had a very nice good move. It broke it, retested, and then it pushed it down, created a new downtrend. So the simple way for you is to monitor, just, you know, have your levels, as I have here demonstrated on the screen. Have your levels, break them down, have a trend line if you wish to help you out. And then what you want to see, even on the 12 hours or 6 hours, you want to see consolidation, something like this, right? Break, but stay above the range, okay? Stay above the range. Here it fell to stay above the range, okay? So PopCat, still in a downtrend, still going lower. The lower it goes, cheaper for you, better for you. If you already have a position, maybe it's not good for you. I understand that because I had PopCat as well. So I was trading PopCat on the way up, and then I was waiting to do, you know, find support. And then I was thinking, you know, I was paying attention here and said, okay, we have found the support is pushing to the up. It was giving a new flag, so to say. So maybe we're going to break above. It did not. It found rejection here, and this is when you can create a trend line. You need, you know, 2 points. So after that, I created the trend line, and, you know, you can see that it's going down, 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 down. So we need to see a consolidation, right? Break and stay above, and that will be the break of the trend line. But you can see that before you reach the trend line, you're going to see that on the horizontals that, you know, once you're creating a range, you're breaking above. You treat it, you know, all the resistance, you flip it as a support, and then after that, you're going to say, okay, I see you, I may get a position, right? Until that happens, still in a downtrend. I mean, I can leave that downtrend there for help. Here it is. So here's your trend line. Let's make it a bit, you know, it's not going to be pitch perfect, but here it is. There it is. Some deviation here. And let's say that is a more correct way of doing trend lines. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, a breakout on the fifth one, but it wasn't strong enough to hold it. It got a bit manipulated, affected by what happened last night. So yeah, it's going to take some time for it to recover. So wait for it. If you're waiting for it, wait until you see the break of the trend line. Start claiming levels. Ideally, you want to see a PopCap going above the red line. Okay, look for how long it was trying to act as support. Red lines are significant levels. Okay, so if you see it going above 66, 67 cents, holding support, that will be good, right? Because you're breaking structure, you're going to hit the previous liquidity zones. That's a liquidity zone there, liquidity zone there, liquidity zone there, right? So this is going to be your TPs in the future, when and if. Alt season is not, it's around the corner, but it's not here yet. Okay, that's about PopCap. Let's go have a look on AVAX. Let's have a look on AVAX. Come on, AVAX. Chop, chop. Right, okay. I'm looking to get out. Okay. Be careful. Don't be one of those that you want to get out and then as soon as you get out, that pops, right? I've seen that before. It happens. Right, PopCap. It's not fun. No, it's not. Right, AVAX. Okay. So we broke the levels based on the previous bear market, right? So that was the top, that was the bottom. So we broke the levels based on that. Okay. The levels were too big, so we had in between. So far, what do you see? You see, red lines always significant levels. Look at that. It's holding above the red line, which is the 34. It's dropping, yes, but it's holding support. So you have a descending triangle. Okay, so let me go to the daily or 12 hours. What do we have? We have a descending triangle, but you have a very strong support. Okay, there it is. Okay, that's what you have. If you want to ignore that wick, that's not completely wrong either. Okay, so here you have it. You have a trend line. Again, don't try to be pitch perfect with your trend lines, because what the trend line is trying to do is try to create for you to create patience, right, and not jump into trades. Okay, you just need to be patient, wait to break, retest, and then go. If you using the trend line as a method, I'm using horizontals, and I see support, a small violation. Okay, so like a deviation, violation. It grabbed the liquidity and then came back. It failed to break the previous highs, so that's why it's still in a downtrend. However, I still have a strong support. So you have a squeeze moment. Okay, it's squeezing down. So what you're going to have, either going to break above or either going to break below. Okay, you cannot be sure 100% which way it's going to break, but taking the fact that we are still in the bull run, taking the fact that everything is taken in turns, you're going to layer ones, they're going to layer twos, now the meme coins, they're going to come back to layer ones, alt season, we're waiting for the alt season, Bitcoin's going to move higher, you expecting AVAX to turn around, and AVAX is a serious project, it's not, some silly thing, it's good, right, it's a good project. So as long as you're holding support to 34, you can buy, bits and bobs a little bit here. You know that you have liquidity down here. So if it's going to dive in, DCA, right? And then it's going to come back later on. And also, don't try to predict where it's going to turn around. Okay. If it's in the downtrend, don't try to predict, it's going to turn around here. The same thing people said here. Oh, look at that, it's going to break. It did not. Same thing a lot of people said it's going to break from here. You never know, okay? You never know. So, take the facts. I say, okay, I see solid foundation as a support. I have a small violation, deviation. There is a liquidity down here. There is a possible grab, maybe not. We will see how it goes. But what you have a low, and you have your first higher low. What do you want to see? You want to see something with a second higher low, and maybe you get, the breakout. Okay, possibly. So what's the best, scenario? Trying to build positions at the support as low as possible, right? And then, if it claims and it goes above, then you can buy more, and then you can buy more, right? And then when you're reaching big liquidities, you can decide to take some profit and see, maybe it's going to find new support. And then when it's going to turn around, you're going to re-enter all these profits that you took out. You're going to put them back after that's going to break the previous highs, and you continue. That is the strategy. I mean, keep things simple, as I don't know, stupid. It may look and sound stupid, but trust me, it is not stupid. It's working. It's keeping you safe. It's easy, and it's practical, and it's fast. You don't need to waste a lot of time. You don't need a lot of gimmick. You don't need a lot of indicators. News, it's good for you to monitor the news. Yes, I'm not complaining about that. You can monitor the news, but after that, make sure that you stick to the TA. And another trick, trying to see what the people are talking about, and where they're paying attention. You may want to have a look and see which tokens are moving, right? Because in the end of the day, you want to make profits from the tokens that they're moving, not for the dead ones. Okay, so if they're moving, they're good. Now, it doesn't matter which way they move. Do they go up? Do they go down? You don't care, because you can trade both ways. If you're an investor, obviously, if you're an investor, you're not looking on the 12 hours on the daily, right? You're going to look on the monthly. You're going to have a look on the monthly. You're going to look at these. You're going to bring the little agents. Let's bring the agents here. And it's telling you that every time you have a cross up, it's a good time for you to reinvest, right? And this is how simple it is. Remember? So simple that it looks like stupid. Right, here it is. That was a time for you to invest. That was another time for you to invest. Right, that's it. That was resistance. Now that it's a support. Okay, and you have a new resistance here, and you're expecting to go further higher and higher. Okay, this is what an investor does. If you want to be just a position holder, go to 2 months, which is a bit more tougher. But 2 months, you don't have enough data, so you can't have anything in between. I've got the 45 days. 45 days, you do have some data. So again, not that very far away from the monthly. That was the lowest, and that's a cross up. So, well, trading is easy. You know what's not easy? For you to deal with it, like emotions. I understand that is not easy, okay? But trading, it is easy. It is easy, okay? We just need to be strict and stick to our rules and to our strategy. You need only one strategy. I'm going to say that again. You only need one strategy. Seriously, okay? All you need is one strategy. Strategy is your routine. You do the same thing over and over and over again, okay? And you're going to win. You know what they say? For you to become a master of a craft, you need to spend like 10,000 hours. I'm going to add something to that as well. You need to do something more than 1,000 times for you to feel comfortable that you're doing right. Does that make sense? Let me know on the chat. Does that make sense? That, the more time you spend on it, the more times you do it, okay? I've been doing TA since 2018, before COVID. I wasn't successful. I wasn't good. I knew nothing, right? I learned on the way. So now I've reached the point that I said, yeah, I've done the hours. I've reached the 10,000 hour mark. Now I'm comfortable doing it. Now trading is boring. And when trading becomes boring, then you do things right. Okay? When it's boring, it means that you're not getting affected by the emotions. Okay? This is what does it mean. When you get bored with trading, it's like dead easy, dead slow for you. Remember when you first opened your trading view, you could not handle the daily candles. It was, too overwhelming. And then people say to you, go down to 4 hours, and you're like, 4 hours? No way, I can't deal with that. It's too much. It's going too fast. I can't understand. What is going up? What is going down? Where's support? What is support? Not where. You don't even know what the support is. Now, it's so funny that you go all the way down to 1 minute and have fun. And you look at it and say, hey, let's have a scalping game here. Okay, what do you have here? Gradient balances. Here it is. It's going down. It's going down. What else do I see? I see a flip here, right? That was resist, a rejection point has resistance, a support. So maybe now we have a descending triangle, right? You have a big pull down here. So maybe when and if it's going to break, it's going to do something like that. You're going to have fun. Do you want to scalp? Go down to 1 minute. You're not afraid anymore, right? And what scalpers do? They zoom in even further, right? That's what scalpers do. Look at that. This is what they're doing. And they say, okay, I got this level, can I train the trend line? So they create a trend line. Okay, here's a trend line. And that is the moment that they said, we out. Okay, that was a high, comes down, low high, right, comes down, breaks all the lows, turns around, retest of the order block. That's it. That was the entry for them to go in. Goes down, and then what do they see? Consolidation. It doesn't look very strong. That wants to continue. Get out. This is how silly, easy, stupid is trading. This is 1 minute. And because I have a good subscription, I can even go down to 15 seconds. All right, look at that. Let me kind of clear all the mess here. All the Picasso. Boom. Here it is. Picasso is gone. And here you have it. This is what scalpers do on the on the 15 seconds. They don't care what it's doing internally. They're not after these levels and stuff like that. No, they draw the trend line and say, hey, I'm gonna start from here and go all the way down to the bottom as low as possible. And then when I see a break of the trend line, they use the trend line as a reminder. Hey, look at that. Oh shit, I think it's time for me to get out. And they took profit. How much? It's not going to be a big one. Let's say that you took entry here and exit there. It's only 1.6%. Well, what do you expect? You are zoomed in down to 1 minute. Of course, it's going to be only 1.6% on AVAX, right? And what they usually do, for them to make it worth it, they go like 20x, 30x, 50x. Well, 50 is too high, but they usually go 30x. Okay, but they know they're going to be there very, very limited of time. And let's measure the time. From here to there, it took them 39 minutes. Right? Not hours, not days. 39 minutes on a high leverage. And I said that before as well in crypto school and the war room when I was in the war room. Well, I am. I haven't left yet. But, even in the war room, I say that, if you want to go high leverage, you need to go to smaller time frames. You need to make sure, you need to understand that you're going to be limited time of you using the high leverage. Okay, you can't be high leverage and stay there for days. Okay, if you want to stay there for days, like what the big whales are doing, the big whales, when they are comfortable how to trade and they have a lot of capital, because what is important is not the leverage, it's the capital. I'm going to say this again and again and again. It is very important for you to have big capital, not big leverage. Okay, it doesn't matter what is your capital. Now maybe you can afford to have $500. It's fine. Okay, do not try to compare or compete yourself. Let's say for the people that I know, like Ran is a multimillionaire. He has loads of capital. Do not compare yourself. That you're not good enough because Ran has 10 million to play and you don't. Do not compare yourself. Try to compare yourself with your yesterday self, not with somebody else. Right? I'm not a millionaire either, so I cannot compete. Let's say Sheldon. Can I compete Sheldon? No way. Mama Sniper? No way. Greg, Dylan, Carl, can I compete these people? No. But what I'm trying to do, every day, I'm trying to improve. every day I'm trying to get better from yesterday. And you're trying to reach that 1,000 mark. And then after that 1,000 mark, you're going to go for the 5,000 mark of hours, right? And you're going to build your capital. But what I'm saying is you need to protect your capital by having low leverage. Okay? Low leverage is the key for you to survive. High leverage, you're doomed. Unless you're going to go down to 1 minute and you know that you're going to spend only half an hour with the high leverage. And you have a trend line and you're going to be very strict. You break that trend line, I'm out. I don't care. It was a deviation and it comes down. I don't care. Because you have no idea if it's going to turn down to that trend line. Do not say to yourself, oh, it's going to come down again. No. You broke that trend line. It's like your laser beam on your intruder alarm. It goes off, the siren goes off. If it's a false alarm, fine, no harm. But what if it wasn't a false alarm? So treat it that way, okay? You break that, I'm out. If it comes down again, tough, I don't care. No emotions, I do not care, okay? Keep things nice and simple, guys, seriously. The simple you keep it, the cleaner it is, less noise, less pad, less FOMO. Now, it's the other way around, okay? If someone went long, that's your trend line. You want to go long? Go long. Keep that trend line. If it changes direction, let's say that it goes more steeper, use an update trend line. Okay? If not, use your primary main trend line. You have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touches. It's good enough. Not for day trading, but for scalping. 3 touches is good. As long as you stay above this trend line, you're good to go. Do you want to trade now? Let's say, for example, I'm not telling you not to trade, but what I'm trying to here is to give you examples. Do you want to trade right now? Make sure that the price is touching the support and after you're going up. Because if you're going to use high leverage and you're trying to enter here, and that comes down to touch support, you're going to be in the red, in the negative. You have to be very strict, very careful. Only on the support, right? On the support, then you buy, okay? Never in between, never, because if it goes down, it's going to go down 30 times. Be careful with the leverage, okay? It's not easy, leverage. High leverage is not easy. It's not for beginners. It is not for newbies. Telling you. High leverage is for very skilled people, very strict with the rules, and they can be wrong as well. Kyle, I don't know you had a live today. Why are you crying? You're here, aren't you? I've got students to teach. So do I. Go teach them. But you teach them something different, don't they? The only thing better than crypto video is Thales live. Great point. And mostly on spot. Thank you, sir. Carl, have a good day. I think it's going to be afternoon over there, aren't you? It's going to be afternoon. So, here it is. So this is the difference with smaller time frames, higher time frames, and different mindsets. Okay, but let's talk about seriously here and being serious here. So here it is. Okay, AVAX still in a downtrend. Okay, so be careful. Okay, and also, remember what I said, always get into the support, right? Trying to get in as low as possible for you to have good gains. Now, if you look in the 90 minutes, you're not going to go on 30x, aren't you? Okay, you're going to go 2x, 3x, and you have to be careful, okay? And why do I say you need to be careful? Let's have a look. Sunday night. This is Friday. It was pushing down. And this is Sunday. That's Sunday. How much did it drop on AVAX on Sunday? Okay. I mean, everything on Friday was pushing up, and Saturday, AVAX decided to go down. Okay, whatever. But let's say that it dumped on Saturday, with the rest of them, 11%. So if you have 11% down move, anything above 8x is doomed. It's done. Thank you. Welcome. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome. If you like the content, thumbs up. Yeah, I said, what if I can try to do live sessions, do live market updates as it happens, right? Because the recordings are good. The recordings are good, not bad. I have a big archive, you know this. But see something live, I think is more easier. And you know what I'm going to do in the future? I'm going to do trading. I've said that before. I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. I'm serious about this. Because it's no point for people to see me doing TA. I'll teach TA, which is good. And you can join my server and you can come on and, be part of our team. But I'm going to do live trading. I want to see people, how to trade easily. It doesn't matter if it's going to be day trading, scalping, intrading. It doesn't matter. We're going to do TA for all the time frames, and then we're going to have some fun. Because the more you trade, okay, the more you take actions, and we're going to do with training money, right? $5, $10, and then we're going to do, trading together as training for you to build your 1,000 clock. Then after the 1,000 clock, you go to the 5,000 clock, and then you go to 10,000 clock, and then you're going to master it. And then when you have done it more than 10,000 times, right, or 1,000 of times, then you're going to feel confident in the future to say, hey, I've got this. I know how to do my TA. I know how to trade. Now I can put my money. I don't need to worry about money while I'm doing the training because the TA is perfect. And then I can focus on my risk management, right? See the levels and take it slowly. Because, what happens to a new trader? A new trader has to understand the chart. He has to read the candles, the patterns, trend lines, horizontals, support, resistance, you name it, right? It's too much. And then you need to worry about the money. How much money do I put? And then you need to worry about risk management. Oh, where's my stop loss? What's my ratio? Did I put too much? Or was it too little? Or was it high leverage, low leverage? Oh my God, I see red candles. What's going to happen? That's why I don't have red color on my candles. Okay? So all of these things is too much for you to deal as a new trader. It's like you have, okay? You go to a restaurant and they give you a 10-page menu for the main course and you don't know which one to choose, right? You're overwhelmed. You see the first page, I say, oh, I like that. And then you read on and then it's another interesting plate, and you're like, oh, I like that one as well. And then you turn the page, and then you turn the page, and you find another 20 of them that were interested. And then, you've seen 100, you're down to 20, and again, you can't choose which one you're going to go for. It's going to take time, right? And then once you order something, very often you say, oh, shit, that's another one that I didn't see it. I missed it. So I change my order. So you're overwhelmed. You cannot deal with too much. You need to go one by one. So you need to learn first trading view. Use templates. Use decent colors. Then understand which tools are you going to use. Fix the tools with the right settings. Use them over and over for you to understand the levels and see how price action is reacting. And all of these, they're going to become familiar. So you cannot make money since day one you enter the charts. I wish it was like that, but it can't be. I've been this down road. I've been there. I've done it. I've lost tens of thousands. This time, 2024-25, I recovered all the losses that I had from 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, even 23. All the losses. It took me a lot of time for me to recover. I recovered and now I am on the green. But if let's say I started with 2018 and then by 2021, after 3 years of continuous losing, I gave up. Today, I will say, if that happened, that scenario happened, today I will be like, yeah, I tried that before, it didn't work, I lost a lot of money, and it's crap, it's a scam, don't bother. I would not encourage anyone to do this, right? But because I never quit, I said, no, I'm going to learn this. They took the money, it's fine. It was my fault, it wasn't their fault. Anyway, the markets are not designed to give money. The markets are designed to take money. So I needed to become sharper. I need to find my strategy. I needed to find, I need to feel these 10,000 hours block. Now I'm more confident. Now I'm not scared on any time frame. Give me any time frame. Right, AVAX, done. What's the next one? Give it to me. AVAX, what was the other one? Any tokens that you wish to see, you're more than welcome to say. I have another example of Bitcoin on the pitchfork, which is diagonals. For these people that they love diagonals. Look what happened on the weekend. This is the 3-hour time frame. For these people that they love diagonals. Let me zoom out a little bit, go to a high time frame, let's go to the daily. And here you have a pitchfork, which is my magic pitchfork. It's the gangster pitchfork, right? It's exactly the same principle of the gangster fib. So here's my pitchfork for the people that they love diagonals. Again, you're breaking the frequency again. What do you have? Right? Drop, 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 support, support, drop, support, resistance, resistance, resistance. As a resistance level, as a rejection point, right? You have the support and you see this red line, significant line, and goes up, red line, it's pushing. Now you have, again, red line as a resistance. Right, and let me zoom in a little bit. Stay with me and I'll teach you all these things. Not today, but in general. So here you have it. For these people that they love trend lines, here you have it. Here it is. So what did we see yesterday? It dumped all the way down here and stopped there. Okay, and after that it pushed all the way up and it found resistance over here. So today we're going to fight this level. Okay, now this level over here, let me give you the perspective of the trend lines. So here on this level is 108. Okay, on this level here it's 109. Okay, so you can see now all the numbers are different. Okay, this is because it's on an angle, it's a trend line, right? Here it is. You see all the numbers are different, increasing. Okay, so for the people that they love diagonals, this is another tool that I have for them. All right, I'm not afraid. I'm not going to be here saying to you 100% like it's only horizontals. No, some people do not understand horizontals, right? Some people would like to see diagonals. It's fine. I have the solution for that as well. So that's what Bitcoin is doing. All right, here we are. It's pushing up. Right, let's have a look. What else we're gonna look? What else? Throw me another token. Portal. Lovely. Let's have a look on Portal. Let's have a look on Portal. Who I'm gonna use? Which one I'm gonna use? Let's use Binance. Can I have more information on Portal? Can I use Kraken? Different data. On which exchange are you using? Let's go something more closer to you. That's very high information. So Binance is not too bad. Kraken. BitGet? Do BitGet have more? It's dropping further. It's dropping further. Mexi. Okay, I mean let's use Mexi. Right, okay. It's dropping since 2.8, and this is on the weekly. Okay, did we finally see a bottom here? So let's have a look. Very top, very bottom, expand a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Make it a bit thicker for you to see the lines. Here we are. Let's go to a smaller time frame, 12 hours, it's fine. Here it is. Right, okay. Now, if these levels, let's say these zones are too big for you, too far apart with each other, you can break them down. This time, we're going to use only the template 8, and I'm going to make smaller the numbers. Right, I think it's good for you to see. I think it's good enough. So make sure that the inner section, the intersection that you're trying to break things down, much in numbers, right? So I got the 5283. So let me do that, 5283, and the bottom line is 2031. So 2031. So now you have exactly on the spot matching levels, and here you have it. Okay. So portal, on the closer look on the 12 hours, you found rejection, deviation, okay, probably liquidity. Yep, it grabbed all the liquidity from the left. Okay, so now you have new liquidity up here. So I can put that up for you. Right, so you have liquidity up here. What is liquidity? You have entries, stop losses, and liquidation. So let me mark this as liquidity. Sorry, not manipulation. Liquidity. Here it is. Here's your liquidity pool. Okay. And let's have a look on swing lows. All these supports, what do they hold below? Liquidity. Okay. Always remember this. Okay. Even in the range, you have liquidity. Okay. So you have another liquidity pool down here. Okay. Let's go to the daily, which is my minimum time frame for me to see imbalances. Okay. Do I have imbalances? Yes, of course I do have imbalance. I see one imbalance here. There it is. It's been taken out. Let me mark that as imbalance for you to see. Where's my imbalance? Imbalance? Where are you? Here we are. Sorry, I missed it. So here's an imbalance. It went all the way down. It pushed up and mitigated at least 50% of the imbalance, and after that it continues. So that imbalance is being taken out. Okay. Do we have other imbalances on the way? We have this imbalance, and then you have another imbalance down here. Right. Why is that? Because we know that the market is moving from liquidity to liquidity, and if there is an imbalance in between, it will go after them. Okay, do we have another imbalance here on the daily? Yes, we do. Okay, so here you have it. Okay, that imbalance has been mitigated, so I can take it out. What do you have above this level here? That it used to be imbalanced, now it's going to be turned into a liquidity pool. Why? Because you have lots of orders pushing the price down. Look at this candle. Okay, so now you have liquidity, you have imbalance. That imbalance has been mitigated, so that is gone. I can take that clear, and then I have liquidity. So now, what is your expectations? Your expectations is that it's going to come back. You're going to find some support, right? Maybe you're going to get some liquidity grab, turn around, and then it's going to go after the imbalance, come down again a little bit, and then it's going to go after the liquidity. Rejection point, because it's a significant level, it's a red zone, and then finally later on, when it's going to find the courage to carry on and flip the resistance to the support, it's going to go after that liquidity, and then after it's going to grab this liquidity, and you go level by level. And this is your plan. This is your breakdown of your portal. Right? Take your time, slowly. Don't try to compete anyone, who's going to do a faster TA. That doesn't matter. What it matters is for you to make a correct TA. Okay? Something that makes sense. Mark the levels and then understand what the market is going to go after. Liquidity, right? And eventually it's going to come to this liquidity, and then in the end it's going to go after in this liquidity, but in between you have other zones of interest, point of interest. So what's going to happen? Bounce, bounce here, come down, bounce from here, come down, bounce from here, it's going to come down, and then it's going to go straight up to grab this liquidity. And then, you know, what you're going to have is going to grab this liquidity, and then it's going to come down. And what do you expect? You expect that it's going to hold that 52 as a support, resistance to a support, and then after that it's going to be good to go and grab other liquidities above. This is the expectations. You do the TA and then you understand how the market is going to move. Okay, and you're talking about probabilities. Will it go that way? You're hoping that it's going to go that way. Okay. Ian, morning, Thales. Got it only got up and saw your charts for you. Oh dear. Yeah, I know it's too early with that, bro. I'm sorry. Never mind. No worries. You're gonna be fine. This is the first attempt to go live direct from Zoom. So we're gonna get more of these. It's gonna be more organized. You're gonna get more notifications. That was a trial today. Okay, so don't be gutted. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. Okay. So because today was a trial to see how that's going to work, how long it's going to last, because I was on TikTok and then I got dropped down. I got dropped out. Some violations. I think TikTok doesn't like the music. So I say, okay, tough. You don't like the music, then I'm going to YouTube. Haha. YouTube is fine. YouTube is cool. Right. Okay. So yeah. This is, you know, this is how we're going to break things down. So I hope that makes sense for you. Israel? Did I say that correctly? Israel Islam? I hope I didn't kill your name. Sorry, bro. I hope you know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful here. I hope my Arabic music on the background can make up for that. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Right, okay. Let's have a look. For these people that they haven't been here earlier, so let's have a look again on, let's have a look on Bitcoin, right? So when we're talking about Bitcoin, let's bring Bitcoin in the horizontals. No, that's Bitcoin. That wasn't Bitcoin, that was bread. What bread is doing? Let's have a look on bread, another meme coin. Hello, bread. How you doing? You not feeling well today? I can see why. Here it is. There you are. Alright, okay. Goody. Here we are. Still, you know, even for bread now, accidentally I opened bread, but, you know, still in a downtrend. Okay, you have the levels, and you see that it flipped it. You know, once something was a support, now it flipped as a, you know, resistance. That was a big moment. When you see a big violation like this and then it comes up again, do not ignore this violation. It's going to come back to that again. Chip, it came back. All right. Trying to give it help him, it broke all these previous highs and then it failed to break above and came down again under the red line. So violating that red line is not a good sign. No. So you can see, you know, when you get used to it, when you get these 1,000 hours as well, when you get these 1,000 hours, then you can see it. What is coming next? I said, that's not a good sign. And then boom, once, twice, 3 times. You see, it's coming down. You can even see it, what's going to happen. You can draw, you know, the direction of the candles before this happens. Okay, almost. So yeah, bread still it needs to find support. It has a lot of liquidity down here. Remember, liquidity is going to be under the swings. Okay, big swings. Change of directions. It was going up, it's going down, going up. So something happened here, push a lot of orders. So you've got big entries. Under the entry, you have stop losses. Below that, you have liquidation. So that is a liquidity pool. So you know what it's after. It's very close either way. It's going to come down here, baby. And then after that, it's going to come and claim. And then maybe it's going to break the trend line. Maybe. Okay. No one is certain here 100%. I don't have the crystal ball. Well, I do, but it's a plastic one. I put batteries the other day, it didn't work. Nothing happened. Nothing. So where's Bitcoin? Let's bring Bitcoin. Bitcoin, please. Let's bring Bitcoin. Ian, good to hear you, mate. Good. all, some people do need a reset, man. Okay, it's absolutely fine. You can walk. You need to walk away. Okay, it happened to me last year as well. I decided to move away from the whale room, and I said I need to go down in the deep waters, like the big whales. They take a big breath and then they go all the way down in the deep waters. Sometimes you need to go to the shadows, right? You need it to cool off a little bit, to decompress, trying to let all this information and knowledge to sink in your brain, relax, and then your brain will say to you, hey, my stress levels are low. I still remember the knowledge that you gave me. Let's have a second look. And when you have a second look, and you're like, wow, now that makes sense. I couldn't see it before because I had the brain fog, or I had my emotions rushing through my system. My brain was overburned. Okay, so you had a burn down. So it's fine. After a burn down, you need to cool off, chill out a little bit. Okay, it's good. Be proud of that. Okay, I'll be more worried if you're burned out and you're still around. That is more warning, a warning signs. But for you to be, coming back, that is good. Good. I'm glad you did this. So that is a flag. It's not a pirate flag, but it's like these little corner flags that you have on the football pitch, right? And what do we expect? Well, we expect, because it's very bullish move, we expect to continue. But there's always a but. We need to keep in mind as well this huge imbalance. What are you going to do with this one? Okay, how are you going to deal with this one? Let's go to the daily. Let's have a look. Right, look at that huge thing. Okay, let's see. We're gonna, keep our hopes high, and let's see if we can manage to break 109, which was a well-known resistance to us. Right. This is a funny thing about the gangster fib and my theory here. Right. My strategy or my tools. I have these lines, which kind of I can predict, which I don't predict really. What I do, I crack the frequency. Okay, so if I find a frequency and then I use extensions, which in the music industry we call the harmonies, right? So if you have the main, let's say you have a frequency, let's say I have something that it bells. I'm going to go a little bit technical just to give you a little bit an insight what we do as a sound engineers, not as a musician, but as sound engineers. Musicians, they go by notes. Sound engineers, they go by frequencies. Okay, so I'm good with frequencies. Even when I was serving my country in the Navy, I was in the sonar, which is the ears of the submarine. So I served the submarines, right? So I was again involved with frequencies and audio. So we pay attention to frequencies, right? I'm good at it. So if I have something that is ringing, let's say on a frequency on 1000, if they have a harmony on it, I'll get another frequency as a harmony on 2000, another harmony on 4000, another harmony on 8000. Not on the same magnitude, right? But I get harmony. And the same thing I can get on the left as well. So if I get a 1000K, 1k kilohertz, let's say, 1kHz, 1 kilohertz as a frequency, I can get one on a 500 hertz, and then maybe on 250, which is really low frequency. These are harmonies, and you need to distinguish which one is the main one. Okay, and usually the main one is the one that has magnitude. Not always, but that's the one. Okay, because you have the resonance as well. You have other factors. You have the temperature, the water, the air, everything, the solids. So yeah, speaking of terms of technical, as as a sonar technician, operator. You need to find the frequency. So what I've done here with the gangster fib, I found the frequency, right? And I found the frequency under which, let's say, levels. Let me go back to the weekly and demonstrate that. My levels are always the green lines. Okay, so let me bring a Fibonacci tool. Here it is. My top and bottom is in the green line, so it's my 0 and 1. Okay, so here it is. I marked the previous high and the previous bottom of the previous cycle. Okay, so that was a bull market and that was a bear market. And that was ongoing. And I said, hey, I need the last, let's say, the last impulse, the last frequency, the last wave. Okay? So I marked the top of the wave and the bottom of the wave. So you have a frequency like a waves, right? Here's the audio frequency. So what I did, I took the top and the bottom. So I got my half of the cycle. Okay? So I marked it. And now I'm using my own sequence to break down the frequency. And if I got this correct, then what I do, I create resonance. Right? I create these harmonies. And these harmonies, they tend to align with the future prices. And you're going to be the judge of that. Look at the lines and look what the price is doing to these frequencies. That's the top green line. And all these yellow lines are future frequency levels. And you can see what the price action is doing. And if that makes sense to you, then bingo, you crack the frequency. Ta-da! I hope that makes sense. It does to me, and I'm gonna, keep on teaching you this, and then, one day it's gonna make sense to you, right? And also, if you zoom in a little bit, and if the zones, the ranges are too wide, you can break them down into smaller frequencies, right? The harmonies. Remember? So this is what we're doing, and this is what I monitor: the frequencies. You're welcome, Ian. I'm very glad that you're here. Well done. Because we're not only here to, my duty here, so to say, my reason being here, guys, is not only doing TA and help you to understand the markets, because I'm very, very against, not very, very against, but let's say I do not give a lot of emphasis to give you a call and say to you guys, hey guys, Bitcoin is looking good, enter on 105 and let's go to 110 for no reason, right? That is not good. Maybe a lot of people are interested for that because it's easy work. They trust me to do the TA because I know what I'm doing. They don't trust themselves. But in the end of the day, what have I done? I've done nothing, zero, right? I've done zero to you. I've done more damage than good. Why? Because you haven't learned anything. You haven't learned why did I say to enter here and why did I say to exit there. You need to know. Because today I'm here, tomorrow, maybe the creator of this live decided that my time is over. So what are you going to do after that? Are you going to be lost? You don't know what to do if Thales is going away? No, you need to know. Right? So I'm here to give you directions how to do this on your own. You need a mentor to help you, to guide you, and go parallel with me. And when you reach these hours, these thousands of hours, when you're going to be ready, then you're going to swim away. Okay? You're going to swim away from me, and then you're going to swim on your own because you're going to be a big well. You're going to be an adult and say, I know what to do. Okay? This is what I'm here for, to teach you, for you to become confident that you can do this on your own. And apart from this, I'm here also to help you with your emotions, with the psychology, with the strategy, with the routine, with the main thing that we all need to know, risk management, and then how we're going to compound and create the capital. Because as time goes by, I'm telling you, you're going to decrease that leverage and you're going to increase that capital. And you go in with big capital and very small leverage on a higher time frame. And you're going to use the agents and you're going to say, hey, I got this X amount of capital. I'm not dying to make $100 today. But what I'm dying here to do is I want to make 1 million in 1 year. And then you go on, I don't know, you go on the week, on the monthly, on 45 days, weekly, this kind of time frames, and you're going to wait for the indicators to tell you when is the bottom and when things are starting to move up. And then you throw the money and you close the damn thing and you come back 1 year later. And you're like, you know, hey, where's my money? I need to cash out. Bring my money here. Well, you can't bring the money here, so just bring the van. Bring the truck here. So, yeah, I mean, you know, this is how you're going to progress. You're not going to day trade every day. You're going to do this at the beginning for you to increase the capital. I understand this. No one need, you know, another thing, you know, people say, misconception, oh, you need to have money for you to trade and make money. If you start with $100, you go nowhere. Bullshit. Sorry for my language. BS. Right? No. You can do it. It's going to take you more time. I understand that. You understand this. You're going to be on a high risk at the beginning. We understand this. That's why you're going to have me. Or any mentor you're going to have. Right? And what are you going to do? You're going to slowly build up. And once you're going to build up and compound, then you're going to step on the brakes and say, hey, I need to push my risk factor lower. And that's what you're going to do. I promise you, this is what are you going to do. All right. So this is Bitcoin. Right. How long we've been here? We've been here for some time, haven't we? Yeah, 2 hours. Right, okay. I'm gonna close this stream right about here. I'm gonna wrap this up. You got the levels. You see what Bitcoin's doing here. Okay. So, I hope you like the stream. I know that a lot of people did not know about this. I promise you, even my team, people that I have in the team that didn't know I was going to go live. Because I said, today was a trial. And that trial lasted for 2 hours. So it's a good trial. Right, yeah, we push things. For 2 hours, it was good. Right, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here with me. I hope that I gave you my insights and that give you a help to your charts. We're going to do this more often. So you're going to get notifications. You know, make sure you follow my channel. You know, have your notifications up and you're going to get the message. Ding, ding. That someone's going live with the music. Always. All right. So take care. Thank you very, very much for being here. And be safe. Be well. And I'll see you in a couple of days. Okay. Do not FOMO. Don't FOMO. Right. You don't FOMO. No FOMO. Okay. No FOMO. You don't need to. All right. You got the levels. You got this. Right. Believe in you. And believe in me. And I believe in you. And you believe in you. And everything's going to be fine. All right. Markets are going to be here every day. So don't worry. Everything's going to be cool. Take care. Have a good day, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'll see you around. Bye-bye for now.